Okay. We're live.
Did you see that?
What's up, tube heads?
It's recommending us an ad for the USDA Forest Service.
Nice, man.
It's looking tantalizing,
Yeah,
dude.
it is.
I might maybe we should
Why
just
don't you
do
back
that.
your pop filter off your mic a tiny bit?
You had no respect.
Yo,
as a podcaster.
in between the tubes, number 2.
Uh-oh.
Different direction.
Oh, my body hurts.
We're pivoting. Oh, this is a scam, I think, maybe.
Everyjobforme.com? Is it really?
I don't know. Does this look real?
The U.S. Forest Service?
Is this like what this? Well, it's not even a .gov. I don't know. This looks weird to me, I would say.
Yeah.
This looks questionable.
Type in every job for me.
Maybe it's one of those things where like...
It's cool that I don't get a keyboard this time.
Oh, well, you could fully grab one if you would like. It's not a bad idea. Well, you have a plate, so you made your choice. I have to eat pita. I have to eat pita before we record.
It's a naan. Garlic naan.
Whatever.
They're the same to you, huh? No, they're not.
Yeah, it's flatbread. Every culture has it.
Yeah, but some are better than others. Pita's pretty plain.
Yeah, I know. They each have their own distinct cultural character. Okay, I get it.
Apparently you don't, man.
I'm aware of stuff.
You realize
I'm culturally aware of stuff. You realize
a plate's not a keyboard. I think we need to reset the energy, dude.
Yeah, let's do a reset on this.
Do you know no, I'm
all right, he's got a keyboard now. Enough complaining.
Did you ever see that Tom of Finland biopic?
No, I remember you telling me about it, but
it's okay. Not very good.
I'm a big Tom of Finland fan, as you know.
Yeah, no, me too.
Dead air. That's always good to have on the show. Always good to have.
Maybe we should do a
live Tom of Finland review.
They're all good. We just like all of them.
They just look cool to me. I mean,
they're really well done.
They're well done. They're erotic, but they're
Tom
also
of Finland NFT collection.
They're kind of aspirational to
change my mind about it.
I would love to look like a Tom of Finland character. That'd be a dream come true.
Don't we all, man?
No, I think a lot of people don't want to look like that.
All right, let's Okay,
let's reset the energy.
Yeah. So check this out.
Let's reset the energy on this one. All right, and go. Tube heads, what's up?
Ow! Oh no, I fell through the hole. Down the tubes. Here we go. Oh no, I'm on the other side. Life's different now.
And that's down the tubes. And here we go. Whoa.
Okay.
Down the tubes.
Kettle. Do.
Yeah, this is a good... Everyone's in on this. He's doing an improv game, folks. Sadly, some of you will know what that is, I guess.
I think a lot of
good
people...
amount. Probably. Well, you're all our friends listening
3 out of 5
to this,
listeners.
Yeah. Well, 3 out of 5, 1/5 of our listeners is Joe. And Joe knows what it is.
And Joe's
like 20% of our audience.
Right. He's 20% audience share.
Yeah, Joe is we weren't going to disclose this until later, but everyone who's on the Patreon, it's kind of like when you buy stock in a company, you actually have share in the show. So like
it's a decentralized show.
It's like a sort of crypto blockchain type show where like the podcast is like it exists and everyone who owns a piece of it and you can't steal it.
That's fair. And pretty sure we've shouted out Joe
twice at least.
I think we should shout out Jake. Jake's a fan of the show. I was hanging out with him this weekend. Really, really fun time.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, Subbuteo player. He plays Subbuteo. Do you know
what's Subbuteo? I shouldn't chew this. That's a poor choice. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, that's
sorry, guys.
Some low rent shit.
Low rent. How's it low rent? Explain that.
Because you suck.
Doesn't low rent mean like cheap,
Poor, kind of like cheap. Yeah, because
you just say what I say.
Chew
You
extra.
switch to what I say. Kind of like poor. Oh yeah, cheap. No, yeah.
I'll make you switch to what I say. I'll make you be saying what I say all night
you couldn't.
long.
You couldn't if you wanted to, man. You couldn't handle this.
It's like this game that it's soccer, but they play it on these tables and they flick the
like board game soccer.
Yeah. Well,
that sounds awful.
Wow,
that sounds really bad. Take all the
best parts of soccer, take those away.
Yeah, take all the best parts of soccer, which is already bad.
Already unplayable.
Get rid of those. Yeah, dude, soccer's unplayable. Whoever came up with soccer really messed up because like you can't even get a bunch of points.
I was good at it. I played it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
What is that? Yeah, I was talking to the inventor of soccer.
He's not probably alive anymore.
He's not present.
So,
all right, and we're resetting the energy. Right?
Yeah,
reset the energy.
You flick these characters around, and there's like all these rules and stuff, and they have tournaments, and he goes to tournaments, and so he's doing pretty well, actually.
So it's a live game, though. Like it's not turn-based.
I think it is turn-based,
but you do actually physically do something.
Like flick this character into the ball. I think. Man, you can look it up.
How do you spell it?
I have no idea. 3XB. There you go.
I'm gonna search Subbuteo Championship.
You see, it's cool, dude.
Dude, this is the Naples.
There's different. Yeah.
Oh, very loud.
It's Fighters Entertainment, man. Cool logo.
Very cool. Someone. That's the Subbuteo guy. Like that's the little red Subbuteo man.
Yeah, well, they're like
well-known mascot.
They're on these little half disc things, or like
there's
sphere.
Little models of guys.
Yes,
that's cool.
Yeah, and you paint them. You can paint your team. It's a sport full of pimps. Honestly,
I can see that visually. A lot of glasses, a lot of backwards.
I don't know if there's already been
hats.
one, but yeah, they definitely need to make a sort of a documentary about these men.
These Subbuteo men.
Okay, so yeah, it's like they each get a turn, so they're like flicking,
but it's pretty rapid.
Yeah.
Wow. That's fascinating, dude. Subbuteo. I mean, God, I wish you guys could see this. You probably can.
Yeah, you can,
Joe.
Yeah, Joe, what are you doing, man? What are you up to, Joe?
Joe, hey.
Right now.
We haven't texted in a while, but we just want to say what's up.
I texted Joe
through the show.
I gave him shit about some letterbox stuff.
He's probably isn't even listening to this anymore.
Yeah,
he probably stopped listening.
Yeah, he probably doesn't listen to the
sucks.
show. He actually has a life. You know, he's like a job and stuff.
No, he doesn't. He works in local politics.
Oh, yeah.
Shouldn't have said that, I guess. No, that's not too much info. Joe's common enough.
Be careful, man.
Joe,
Ronton.
Joe Ronton.
Joe Ronton
is who he is, so look that up if you're trying to find him.
He's a big railroad guy. Loves trains.
Big, huge railroad guy. He's down at the marina every 5th Saturday of the month. Only in months where there's 5 Saturdays.
I grew up with this kid. He's crazy.
Doing train stuff, by the way. You grew up with Joe Ronton?
No, a different guy.
Who are we
just
talking about?
Just another crazy guy.
Let's reset. But yeah, continue. I'm just doing an energy reset, but continue.
Here, rip.
Okay, yeah. With Joe.
I lived with this kid near him, you know.
All right, you can do this, man. You can tell this story. I promise you can. Believe in yourself. You can tell a story.
And he had me over one day for tea. No, it wasn't. It was just to hang out.
Oh, boy. Wow. So bad at telling stories. It's crazy for an entertainer.
No, it's true. I'm really good, actually. So
that's what's true, or the story's true?
Oh, nice. Did he just score?
Here's what I'll say. Pretty quiet, this Subbuteo champ.
Yeah, I like lot of, kind of like poetic, you know?
Yeah. How is it poetic?
Sort of a poetic silence to it.
In what sense?
It's just soft, you know?
Like poetry is?
Yeah,
man.
I just got rejected from Syracuse.
That's true.
That's cool.
But at the same time, Ukraine's getting shelled, so maybe life's not so bad.
I wasn't gonna go, He scored.
Oh my god. Oh wow, that's cool.
Top left.
We just saw Subbuteo score.
He's gonna go live in the snow and write stories. So now I guess I'll just join the Force service or whatever.
Join the Force.
If Joe doesn't come through with like 1,000 more subscriptions to Patreon.
Yeah, we put that on Joe. Joe, I hope you're spreading the word up there in NorCal.
Come on, Joe. Now you said NorCal.
Oh, that's a pretty big area. Just gonna slowly dox Joe, but piece by piece.
Each episode,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna dox Joe in such a way that like you have to be a longtime fan, like a new little piece of info. I'll say like one letter.
Fair.
Of his address.
I think that's fair to do.
To dox.
Slowly over time.
Yeah, it's like if someone wants to know if someone wants to find out the docs so badly that they piece it all together, it's like they could have done that anyway, just in life. So I bear no responsibility for it.
Sure. Yeah. So he invited me over and he showed me that he had this kid, it was probably like 11 or 12 at the time. Mm-hmm. And he showed me he had like a CO2 pistol, like a BB gun.
Like an airsoft gun?
No, like a BB gun.
A BB gun, yeah.
Like a metal.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not like
like it shoots BBs,
right?
But that are metal.
Yeah.
So not airsoft.
Not airsoft. No.
Right. Like
Step
a metal
above.
one.
Step above.
Yeah.
Something I wasn't allowed to own, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
And but it wasn't exactly a BB, like a sphere. It was more like a little cylinder thing that it shot.
A pellet
gun. Thank you.
Yeah. So like a one that shoots pellets.
Yeah. Like it looked like food for a gerbil or something. The thing is the thing that it shot.
The pellet.
Yeah.
Right.
So
well, I guess that works. Both called pellets. That makes sense.
Oh, that's true.
Wow. Life is strange.
You know, it's the funny thing is that it looks like a gun. And if he was holding it and he was out in the street, I'd be like, oh, guy's a gun. But it shoots pellets. And if you wanted to kill somebody, maybe you like shoot it through their eye into their brain or something. Look close up. But
is that what the story is?
No, I'm just speculating.
And I would remember thinking, God, if you wanted to kill someone with that, you'd probably do it this way.
I'm just speculating.
Yeah, I guess you probably could die of a pellet gun, but it'd have to be pretty strong.
Die of a pellet gun.
Yeah, you got me. You immediately spaced out the moment you finished that. You're like, die of a pellet gun. Got you.
So,
reset.
He showed me it, reset. And he was like, check this out. And he like opened it up. He put the new CO2 cartridge in the handle.
Mm-hmm.
Felt that. It was a little metal cartridge.
Weighty.
Yeah, it's like
some weight to it.
It's like a whippet canister.
Yeah. Where's this going? You know, this story has a point, I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he took me outside and he's like, watch this. And this kid's like 12 years old. He just like pointed at the sky.
Uh-oh.
And he just shot like a small finch out of the sky.
Oh, not a bird,
like first try. And it like barreled down to the ground and he ran as it was falling to go and he caught it and he's like, look, I got it.
When I was really young one time and I shot a lizard with an airsoft gun and I felt bad about it for like the rest of my life.
To this day.
Yeah, I feel really bad about it.
It's okay, man.
I was pretty young though, but I like lizards even. I love lizards.
Yeah, they're cool.
Why'd you do that? I don't know. The duality of the Slither man got a hold of me. I felt really bad.
Well, we can reset after that.
Yeah, let's reset. But you didn't ever do anything. I think that
not anything I would say on audio.
Whoa. Oh well, I saw that video, that camcorder video.
Excuse me.
That I found of you that I digitized from you, like in middle or high school, and your friends and you are throwing that dead squirrel around.
It's a gerbil.
No, it's a dead squirrel. So you're revealing that there's a gerbil story that's separate.
There's a squirrel? What are you talking about?
You don't remember you gave me that camcorder tape and it's like you. Yeah. Here's what I'll say also.
Pam and Tommy.
I think it was you either in late middle school or early high school. Something funny about it. I guess this is how everyone is, but like you look almost exactly the same.
Cool.
Like your head looks the same, but then like your body's smaller and your hair's all long. It was very funny, just that in itself.
I'm the same guy.
I know, but you have like an adult face. But then you did.
Really? You think so?
Like, yeah, like you look. I don't know, like your head looks big on your body or something. It's like that's. Anyway,
you're a big-headed fella.
Yeah, I have a huge cranium. I'm fucking stupid. I'm throwing stones in a glass house. I'll admit it.
I'm not even I'm just saying you're part of the big head gang or the crew, you know, as it were.
Oh,
Nose.
so wait, you're not insulting me. You're just saying I'm part of the big head gang.
Yeah,
I've heard they've been doing a lot of
you're
activities.
just big headed.
Yeah, I have a huge head. It's fucked up, honestly. It's like
Big head, small brain too. I don't know how the space works out in your skull.
You're saying that happens to some.
Does
not
it rattle
me, though.
around in there?
Well, brain size isn't exactly correlated to smartness.
Like a pea in a Diet Coke. It's like tiddle-ting-ting.
Like one pea in a Diet Coke.
Like a frozen pea in a Diet Coke.
You're saying that's what my brain is like in my cranium?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I kind of do think so.
Well, you're not very smart, so that's like why you would reach a conclusion
Fair enough.
like that.
But yeah, I remember a squirrel thing, but I don't remember like.
Oh yeah, so it was a camcorder video of you and your friends. And you're like skateboarding at the high school, and then you find a dead squirrel, and you're like, "Oh, sick!" So you're like throwing it up in the air, and it's landing. And then at one point you put the dead squirrel. What you I think you do multiple times is you put the dead squirrel on the skateboard, and then you like send it down like a ramp or some stairs, and then it like eventually falls off, and you're like, "Oh my god, oh sick!"
Man, I peaked in high school.
I like the idea though that you kind of doxed yourself on this gerbil story because you're like, it wasn't a squirrel, it was a gerbil. Okay.
Well, that wasn't me either. That one I felt bad about. That was my other friend.
Well, this one was you.
It was?
No, in the video.
But I didn't
you're
kill
one
him.
No. You guys didn't kill it. You're just playing with its dead body.
This time my friends like murdered a gerbil.
That's really,
With a BMX
really
bike.
frightening. Here's what I'll say. I know
Kids do stuff.
but I do think there's a line like
Where the
mammal.
psycho comes to play?
I think the psycho play comes at mammals. I really do think that.
Yeah.
Because like squishing a spider and killing a gerbil are worlds apart, I would say. And I know that's not really fair to all the organisms, but I definitely no matter what, when I was young or something like that, I never would have felt okay about doing that. Something about a furry little thing with a face. I mean, come on.
My friend Joey shot a lemur.
Yeah, that disturbs the shit out of me. Also, did your friend Joey travel to Madagascar, or how did that work?
He just murked a lemur.
In your hometown?
On Main Street.
Wow, you're really chuffed on.
He did, dude. It was like causing all sorts of ruckus.
It was like in a zoo or it escaped?
It escaped, yeah. So
wow.
he pulled it down with a pellet.
Was he being contracted by the sheriffs, maybe?
Yeah,
because I'm assuming a rogue lemur out the zoo. You want to
Blackwater. I work for Blackwater.
Not a lot of people know this, but when animals escape from the zoo, they bring in mercenary forces.
Yeah, you know what else?
Because it's a legal gray area.
You know what else? When they bring mercenary forces in,
what?
When I come to town.
Right, because you're so dangerous.
Yeah.
That they've got to do like an escort on everybody.
I got a big duster on.
Yeah. I'll get a big duster on.
You'll get a big duster on. What do you mean by that?
My big dusty cock.
What?
I don't know. My dig.
Is that
my Digg Busty ween?
That sounds like a diss upon itself.
No, like it's so huge that it's,
my Digg Busty.
It's dusty like a monument is.
Digg Busty.
Yeah, I said that on purpose.
Hi, I'm Digg Busty. I'm joining the Ukrainian International Brigade.
What's up, you guys? I'm coming to you live on TikTok. I'm Digg Bustier. I'm making my way over there to fight.
Don't believe in the propaganda from all of them. I'm going to be there and I'm going to sort it out.
There's a couple guys on there who are tracking their journey to try and go fight for the Ukrainians. Like they're getting emergency passports from their local governments.
I want to get an emergency passport and then just go back home.
I want to get an emergency passport and then go to like Thailand just to like eat some mango and stuff like that.
Oh, and like kind of score like Tame Strange with your
absolutely
your Ukrainian passport.
I realized the moment I said that, I was like,
check this
that's
out,
a bad
man.
pull. That's a bad pull because everyone thinks that means you're like a pedophile if you travel to Thailand. But I only said that because it's the only place outside the U.S.
You only said
I've
that
been.
because you're a pedophile.
I've only said that because it's the only place outside the U.S. I've been, which also sounds bad. But I was visiting.
You like it there?
I was visiting my ex-partner who's studying abroad there, and so that's why it's okay. My ex-partner, a child. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course.
Nice, got him. Well, thanks for letting us know you're kidding. The mark of every great comedian.
Yeah,
JK
is explaining the. Well, these days you never know.
Just kidding, guys. Hey, wait.
If only Joe Rogan had said he was just kidding.
If only he said that after everything he said.
Yeah, like any. That would honestly be like if I was doing PR for Joe Rogan, I'd say like going forward on the show, even though it's a comedy show, but anytime you say something like you're like, oh, the vaccine causes autism, just kidding.
Why not?
And he looks at the camera when he says it, so it's like a wink, wink thing. so he can say whatever he wants.
This is the guy that invented RNA. Just kidding.
I heard that you invented these vaccines. I'm just kidding, of course. But so tell me more about that.
On it is supplement. Just kidding. They're not. Hey, you know
it
what
probably wouldn't have worked
you
for saying
see-
that N-word, though. I don't think that would have canceled
he
it out.
did do a just kidding on that, right? Like, he was just kidding around.
Yeah, like what?
In
Because
the sense that he was like, oh, you could do that.
Well, I was gonna say his justification, right? Was he was like, oh, well, I only ever said it when I was quoting someone who said it or talking about other people using it. But it would have been cool if he was like, well, every time I said it, I was kidding. So I guess almost that is kind of what he's saying. Maybe those are the same defense. Almost.
Did you see the Ukrainian song on SNL?
Yeah,
The chant?
you showed it to me. That's right. Funny stuff. I mean, it was a funny.
Honestly, I mean, stitches. But what I was thinking was it'd be cool if they had on Joe Rogan to do a sort of mea culpa, a full serious.
I don't think that's allowed. I think he's.
Full serious mea culpa. He goes on and he says, it's such a bad situation in Ukraine.
Oh, he's on the same episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they should have trotted him out too.
Right. And he's like, in honor of Ukraine, I'm pro-vax now.
Yeah.
Ukraine has really put some things into perspective for me, and I'm gonna get my second booster.
The thing about Zelensky is too
He's
leader. I'd tear him down.
Tear him down. Elaborate on that.
I'd just blow him out. He's hot. He's such a little.
Oh, okay.
freak.
I for a second there, I wasn't sure if you meant like tear down in a sexual way, or if you're like, I'd take him out. Like I'm pro-Rus, pro-Rusa.
Now that I think about it,
You are.
I am.
Me too. This is a pro-Russia podcast. I mean, almost just. And
Do
not,
what
here's
you
the
gotta
thing.
do, you guys.
Here's the thing. Not for any reason. Not because we think they're right or that the Ukrainian stuff is propaganda or the Azov battalion stuff. None of that. It's just like a vibe.
Well, for me, it's the Dugan guy. I like him.
Oh,
I
you
think
like-
he's cool.
Yeah, look him up, folks. Dugan. All joking aside, this is a hot little info download. You know, we all know.
Brendan's hot info download.
Take my hot info download. Well, you know, it's kind of, some people will be like, oh, but Ukraine's bad because it has Nazis in its military, which is true. Azov battalion. They're not, but, they don't make up all the military, and
Yeah,
obviously
and
it's
they're
not
like
a justification.
paramilitaries or whatever. They're not fully in it, right?
No. I mean, they inducted them into their National Guard, like, officially. So they're not
Oh.
operating on their own. They have, like, government assistance and
What's
stuff like
that?
that. It's a problem. I'm just saying that, some people bring that up. Of course, it doesn't justify the invasion of Ukraine, but also the people who bring it up as a defense of Russia's actions. Russia, it's kind of a Nazi on Nazi thing because Russia also has its own Nazi problems, obviously, and like they have their almost equivalent force called the Wagner Group,
Good people on both sides.
right? And then also some Nazis on both sides,
Right.
and the Wagner Group is their sort of like weird fascist paramilitary thing, and there's this guy named Dugan who I didn't even know about. I don't think it's commonly known about. Who is like this conservative philosopher who's supposedly like good buds with Putin. Worth looking into. He's kind of a weird guy, and it makes sense. Like if you look at what some of his theories are, you're like, oh, that's why Putin is talking how he's talking. Because I was telling you, I thought it was interesting that like Putin has this whole spirituality angle. That's from Dugan. Like Dugan's whole thing is that like it's honestly
They're
it's
spiritually Russia. Ukraine is spiritually Russia.
Well, it's religious in a way. Like Dugan's thing is that like the reason the West is distinct, or like the thing that's not good about importing the Western values to Russia, is that we're like godless, kind of. You know what I mean? Like he's pitching for Russia that it is, and he wants to maintain it as like a spiritual place, which I guess means like Christian, like
chief?
Russian Orthodoxy. What?
Does he chief Dugan? Do you think he's a chief?
Yeah, no, he's a huge burner. That's what's crazy. He has this book called The Fourth Political Theory.
Right.
And like halfway through, he's like, and
Spurring
think
the
about
house
this.
down.
He's like, look, all of Eurasia needs to team up to take down the evil influence of Western liberal democracy. And also, why would it be there if God didn't want you to smoke it? Because it's a plant.
Right.
It's a plant. God
Jaw.
made plants.
What does he have any feelings about Jaw?
Yeah, he's like, he rocks. Orthodox jaw.
My name is Orthodox Jaw.
Eastern jaw Orthodox. But anyway, this
Syndrome.
Dugan guy, but I was telling you that like he has this whole spiritual angle. And then just today I was looking at one of Putin's speeches, because you can't like find them unedited. He has this one that's, okay, that address he did a couple days ago where he's like talking about.
He does that thing where he records them and makes it seem like they're live.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I don't even know about that part. But the one that he released like 3 or 4 days ago, the one where he was like trying to quote unquote appeal to the Ukrainian military. That was the pull from it, was that, this section where he's like basically urging the Ukrainian.
Way too much Mario. I don't even,
yeah, you don't even know. Yeah, I'm obsessed. It's not good. And he's urging the Ukrainian military to turn on its government, supposedly. But that speech is 55 minutes long. Putin talks for 55 minutes in that thing. Isn't that crazy?
He can talk, that guy, yeah.
But anyway, he brings that up. Like he says,
Gift of the gab.
He says that those lands, he mentions spirituality explicitly. He says that he's like, like
I'd like
these
to tear Putin
these
down.
Eastern Ukrainian territories are like, what does he say?
Him.
He says like something
Have sex with
historically and spiritually Russian. It's interesting. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
And I guess the other question that comes up after that is to wonder, is that totally cynical? Is Putin just saying that and the spirituality thing is a justification for what he wants to do? Or is it serious? Like he sincerely believes that's part of why Russia needs to take it, is that it's like spiritually Russian territory? Or combo of both? I mean, that's probably most likely. Like he probably does care about that, but he probably also conveniently that benefits them in some like economic way.
I feel like most of the world is spiritually English, spiritually British.
Yeah. You think they had a divine right?
Yeah, well, I mean, why else would they do it?
Yeah, I guess for like economic domination.
Yeah, well,
and
that's
like
part
cheap
of it.
resources.
That's part of it.
Products are really cheap when you take them for free. Like the only thing better than like going into a country and like having an American business control their oil is to just go and just like take it and just be like, we're taking it,
I can't wait till there's like
that was like why imperialism was good.
Yeah, so I can't wait till Ukraine wins and there's like an OnlyFans hotel on every corner. And sort of like
wait, so this
Baskin
is your broad
Robbins.
vision. This is your broad vision for a progressive future, is like Ukraine independent,
fully sovereign,
totally sovereign.
Yeah.
Once more, and they get back Crimea. OnlyFans hotels on every
sweet green,
sweet green thermobaric weapons. Sweet green branded thermobaric weapons.
Just 4-story sweet green building with just every salad.
Check this out. You know the cluster bombs?
The vacuum shit?
No, the cluster bombs.
Those are the same.
Not even close at all. So.
No, vacuum bombs are cluster bombs.
No.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
Said to me. That's what my phone
Do you want to know the real difference?
My phone told me that. What's the difference?
Well, the thermobaric weapons are not a conventional bomb, but it's one blast. Dude, okay, reading into the thermobaric weapons stuff, it really makes you remember like how truly devious weapons manufacturing is. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to think about someone spending all that time and effort, not just making a bomb, but like cleverly coming up with, they're like,
how to kill
what's the most
people?
Evil bomb I could come up with? Like, what's cool?
You remember that
ingenuitive ways? Because what the thermobaric weapon, the reason they use it on those tunnels in the Middle East, we're overruling you here. I'm gonna tell you, because we used one called the Moab. It was the largest one. I think it might be the largest non-nuclear ordnance we ever dropped.
Master of all bombs.
Mother of all bombs.
Right.
Mister of all bombs. But the reason we dropped it over is that the whole point of a thermobaric bomb is that the main thing that kills isn't even it's the pressure wave. So it causes a really massive wave of pressure, right?
Yeah.
And the reason that's good is because what happens is it goes into the ground. No, it's because it goes around corners and shit. So like it explodes above the ground. It doesn't hit the ground because that would absorb a lot of it. But it's like the point of it is to like blow up by a tunnel, and then it'll kill anyone above it, obviously. But then the pressure wave goes into the tunnel and around corners and stuff and kills people. So it's like,
isn't it banned? But banned? These weapons are banned.
I don't know what the deal with that is. I've seen people. I haven't investigated yet. I've seen people say that like supposedly they're controversial or something. I assume that. I mean, I don't know how that could be true because we used one just a couple years ago in Afghanistan. Or no, not in Afghanistan, in Iraq. But
One of those places.
I know. God damn it. It was Iraq and but so it couldn't be banned, but I'm assuming they're trying to make an argument just that it's banned in the sense that using those weapons on targeting civilians intentionally is banned, I assume, or something. But the cluster bombs, those have been used for a really long time. What that is it's a bomb that blows up in the air, or it doesn't even blow up. It's like a big bomb, and then in the air it breaks apart and drops
small
hundreds
bombs.
or thousands of small ball-shaped explosives. It's once again devious. I mean, the point of it is to kill a bunch of people in an area.
You remember
know what
that
I mean?
like katana bomb that we looked up?
Dude, what the fuck was that?
Where it just
That was crazy.
a bunch of swords that come
Well, that's
out.
one of those things that like it
It's
goes
supposed to
away.
eliminate the target without
Yes, if you
exploding.
don't remember, there was wasn't that US too? We dropped that, right?
Yeah.
There was
have
supposedly
them. I
we
think we
killed
made them.
a terrorist leader with this thing that was a sword bomb, essentially, in the sense that it had no explosive element. Look this up, bro. Ninja bomb or something, I think it was called, because they're corny over there at the US military. But there was these guys in a car, supposedly these like terrorist affiliated guys, and this bomb comes out of the sky and it doesn't explode. It's like 6 really sharp blades fold out of the side and just hit it with such force.
It is called a ninja bomb.
Yeah, and it hits it with such force
Fucking assholes.
that it just like chops the people inside
wanna know
up. It's a
this.
crazy.
But most have no clue that they're making it. See, every time a guy approaches me, one of 3 scenarios plays out.
Whoa, this is
Scenario
like a
number one,
woman.
He talks to me.
pickup
without
artist?
Ever making a move or escalating.
very cool.
And in
F
that
with
case,
women.
he'll always be
It's kind of a
defensive.
double entendre,
I'm not
huh?
going to see him sexually.
Oh,
Scenario
wait,
number 2,
but it's not
we
for
talk
women.
For a while,
It's
but
like
when
a
we get to
woman.
the
dudes.
It's a
next level, he
PUA
gets
woman
rejected
for guys.
immediately
Yeah,
and comes
got
off as
it.
a creep. Scenario number 3.
3.
He ignites instant chemistry. Then when he makes a move, the only thing us girls can think of is, yes, please. So what differentiates that third scenario from the first 2? It's not looks, promise, status, height, or money, and definitely not love.
not
I feel like
looks.
it might be
Male
1 or 2 of
characters
those some of the
chalk
time.
it up to a
you know?
numbers game when it's totally not.
You're a
Can't
hypergamist.
blame them though. Girls' brains.
I'm
are
hypergamist.
wired to
I like-
understand this
I
stuff.
want
You
it to be
guys
that way.
The truth is, every girl
I'm
knows
promoting
there's one thing that
hypergamism.
makes all the difference after the approach.
No, I'm just saying that
Flirting
some of those
and
things
if
probably
you're not
play a
experiencing
factor
number 3
sometimes.
regularly, then you're
Come
not
on, man.
flirting in the specific ways women are hardwired to respond.
Oh, you got to do
That's why
hardwired
there's
shit.
Oh, you got to figure out the ways women are
rare,
hardwired.
Which is why
You gotta-
the
you
few
get in
who
there.
do get it,
You're like buy
have
them
multiple
Barbie
sexual
toys
options
and
they can
diffuse them
give
like
them
the
you're
bomb.
chocolates.
interested in having the power to quickly create these kind of emotional connections with women that are sexual in nature, here's what I suggest. Go take a look.
Hand her a
at the
gun. Be
top
like,
way
"Hold
of
this,
programs
please."
in the F
hand her a gun and be
F
like,
formula
this is how much I
is the
trust you.
Foolproof system for flirting.
Is that
with
I don't want the
on
gun. I want
any
you to have it.
woman. Regardless
Oh wait, I
of
just
don't
want
think
to
she's
tell you
gonna
though.
tell us
This is
the
kind of
secret.
my vision. Check this out. Cluster bombs, but they, one of the criticisms of
Just
the-
let it play.
well, I want to finish my shitty joke that is going to be bad now because anyway, OnlyFans it tells on every corner.
Sure, yeah.
And then the way that these cluster, like right now, the criticism of cluster bombs is that sometimes they remain unexploded
Mhm.
and children will think they're toys
Who
and
wouldn't?
will pick because they're like little weird looking balls. And they'll pick it up and then it'll like kill them. It'll blow up in their hands. So what about, check this out. It's a cluster bomb, but the bombs detect like whether child hands are picking them up or not. And if it's child hands,
It doesn't blow up.
it doesn't blow up and it opens like a Kinder egg. So like next to the explosive charge is like a little Kinder egg. And it's like like a multivitamin. Like a
For, like,
multivitamin, like a
get their tea
Flintstone
back up.
gummy. Yeah, like a tea encouraging because like microplastics are like lowering tea in all the kids.
Sure.
So it's like a
yeah.
little tea boosting gummy.
God, man. You know, if only those kids had like PS5s or something, they wouldn't
And
be out looking for toys.
and it's a and then there's a little so next to the gummy, because health is like important.
sure.
It's like next to the gummy, there's like a little fold out piece of paper. And
Yeah.
you're like, what's it? You're munching on the gummy, you open up and it's like a explaining why seed oils are bad, like why you shouldn't eat them.
That's just a nice thing.
Yeah.
But it detonates if a guy grabs it.
Yeah. If you're over like, well, we'd have to pick a combatant age because like in some places younger people fight. So maybe if you're over like 10 and you pick it up, then it just detonates pretty much.
Yeah, 9 to be on the safe side. I bet.
Yeah. Well, the program's probably not going to get it right every
I'm
time.
gonna give my son. I'm gonna give my son vitamins at
I'm
like
gonna-
4.
I'm going to give my son a gun.
Weren't you
I've been
saying
thinking
you want
about
to
it.
give your son HGH to make him all big?
I think that I might have read something where like,
You want a
yeah,
big
I think
son.
you can give like,
You want the biggest.
I
son.
think you can give young children like steroids and like they'll like permanently affect their growth. I think it was HGH.
You're gonna be
like,
like
if you target giving HGH to your kid while they're in puberty, I think it might like make them a superhuman.
You're gonna be at like the PTA meeting, and they're gonna be like, "God, Brendon, your son's so big and strong," and you're just gonna be beaming. You're gonna be like,
Yeah, I'll
I'm
be like,
so
that's
proud
my
of him."
son. Makes me feel good about being short and
He picks you up,
small.
puts you in like the loft where you live.
What about my son, my like giant super soldier son? He like puts me in a baby Bjorn and then I control him like a mech. I'm like, there.
I think that's like a Family Guy episode or something.
Lawis, put me in
There's a Family Guy episode where Peter gives HGH to a kid and then
To Stewie. Stewie cares.
is that really a Family Guy episode?
Stewie?
That's Peter.
Stewie.
We all know Peter Griffin.
Stewie,
Stewie, come here.
Stewie, I'm Peter.
Stewie, I'm Peter. Stewie.
Help, Lois. I'm Peter. Stewie.
It's getting farther away with each time you approach the mic.
Oh my God, kill Lois.
Oh my God, kill Lois. I hate her. Oh my, well, not a lot of people know this, but
Lawis.
Family Guy was a British cartoon first.
They always do that. They always steal
Yeah,
what's
people,
British. The Office.
exactly, like The Office, and then like
What is it? That guy that did like Sanford and Son, that was like a British show.
Sanford and Son was a British show.
Yeah, it's like all these like big shows.
Yeah,
Like,
and a lot of people don't know that Family Guy was one of those. So it's like the original Family Guy was like, oh, Chris.
Chris, your penis is bigger than
Oh
mine.
my God, Meg, you're so ugly. You're so ugly, Meg, in it.
I like the British version of Family Guy better, actually.
Yeah, well, a lot of people, honestly, I'm kind of a connoisseur.
I'm kind
As
of a
well.
Cars guy. I
I'm
like the
kind of
movie
a-
Cars.
I don't know. I just like in itself, something about saying like I'm a car guy is funny to me.
I'm a Cars guy, as in like the franchise.
Oh, the franchise of films.
Yeah, I'm a Cars guy. That'll be a guy in 30 years, and it'll be okay to be. It's already a guy.
I was
It's
just
already
going to
a guy
say,
right
yeah,
now.
not 30 years. That's a guy right now. That's many guys. I'm a cars guy. Anyway, I got to go to the Funko Pop meet. We're going to do some hot swaps.
We're gonna melt our Funko Pops in a
They would never do that.
dynamo circle.
You don't understand Funko Pops, bro. You're like, you think they'd melt them? No way.
No, yeah, you're right.
They
I
would.
just think it'd be cool if they just, called my bluff and just summoned the devil and did what they had to do or whatever they do.
like what if it's like a sort of idiocracy thing, and like that
It's a
how
cool
there's
start.
that vault in Scandinavia where
The seed vault,
the sea vault,
yeah,
the emergency. What if they like finally open it? It's like
just full of Funko Pops.
yeah. They discover that
The
like
guy that runs it's all into the fucking.
well, they
Funko
discover in the
Pops.
2050s that a bunch of people were like, dude, these Funko Pops are degrading. We need to like keep them somewhere cold, temperature controlled. What do we need all these fucking seeds for? That's just kind of like an idea I'm pointing at.
And there's like
something
the
that
whole
could
crew
happen.
that was there is like dead because
Oh,
like
they
they
killed them?
broke in to keep their Funko Pops in there. It was like a whole.
You think
mission.
there's a crew? They're probably, I mean, that's probably a cool job to have, like seed vault.
Yeah, you have to.
Seed
There's
vault
got to be
caretaker.
upkeep, right?
Yeah, probably like maybe scientific upkeep. Like you got to keep the humidity right and test it. and
Science
stuff.
upkeep.
Yeah, like
it looks like a Halo.
like in the
thing.
same way that like vintners do science. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Do I?
Like they
I'm
they
from wine
measure the
country,
soil shit and stuff. Me too.
Yeah.
Well, you're from. I'm
We're
from
on
the
the come
I'm
up.
from the old wine country.
Yeah, yield.
Yeah,
That'd be France.
the
my
oldest one
friend.
we have in the U.S. probably, right?
Yeah.
The first one to be taken seriously, and you guys are kind of chiefing our flow.
Yeah. Well, I love how you seriously take it because it's like I don't even.
You
care.
love how I seriously take it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take the Napa L.
and that's my hometown's name. Wow, so Joe gets the slow docs and I get the insta docs, huh? That's cool. Hope no one kills my dad.
No, he's fine.
He's not.
Hey,
No,
John.
he is. Hey, John. Joe. What's up?
Joe. His name's like David.
My dad's name?
Yeah.
My dad's name is David.
David
David Rothenberger.
David Cohen. I heard.
You heard right. What is that you're holding?
2 ball. Corner pocket.
I'm holding 2 balls.
Nice.
Nice. Reset.
That's reset.
Let's
What
reset
time
on
is
that.
it?
Well, I have it on timer mode on my watch, so I don't know what time it is.
Lost in sauce.
It's 5:13. We have like, if we want to do an hour, we have like 20 more minutes.
Sick. We get this.
I'm having a good time, honestly.
Get this part out.
Okay. Well, let me write down the timestamp then. I mean, I'm feeling good about this one. No?
No, I feel great.
Like better than last time. Like last time it felt like difficult to adjust to. I'm having a good time. And okay. And you're just gonna leave me hanging on that.
Yeah,
It's
me too.
disconcerting.
Me too. Certainly.
Well, anyway, let's talk about this ninja bomb because, like, you know, it's just one of the many things that happens every day, and you're like, that's so weird, and then you just never hear about it again. Think about how devious this fucking thing is, the ninja bomb, dude.
Like they're showing a guy who's like sitting.
They're also doing text, so we might have to. So
he's sitting in a bunker, just like firing the ninja bomb because you don't need to be present for the ninja bomb to be deployed.
no, that's the beauty of weapons.
But
like
it's just
this.
a missile with like
6 blades,
6 katana blades
pulled
on the
out,
front.
and then they can cut through metal. I guess, and
They spin and the bomb moves so fast and it spins that.
does it spin?
Yeah, like it'll take a
Man,
target.
that's I'll say that's a fucking gruesome way to go.
It goes
to get
through this
big
guy's,
sliced by a fucking giant.
Now they're showing
missile.
a knife cut tomatoes as if like
Yeah, they're showing us how
to remind
how
you
we
knives
know
are
that
sharp.
that it works because it's called the flying ginzu, and ginzu knives are really sharp.
Just like 2 knives in one. Okay, do you want to serve yet?
I'll go say a
nod,
lot
it's-
of knives are sharp.
It's called the ginzu bomb, a nod to popular kitchen knives sold on TV in the 80s. Wow, really informative, Doc.
Well,
I
the
like
good thing
that.
we gave a nod to them.
Yeah,
Those guys.
I'm sure they like that.
Don't forget to describe to the sun.
Oh yeah, the Sun. Is that British or Australian or something? The Sun?
Fucking, I have no idea.
I think it might be a British newspaper. I'm not sure.
Wait, read that comment. Good.
Just goes to show that America is still ahead when it comes to cutting edge technology.
Bang, that's a good joke.
I like this. Is this going to be... The testers say they were surprised at its ability to smash through concrete with the blades intact. America has a Japanese sword maker in a basement of the Pentagon, apparently. There's like so much misunderstanding of just the world at large, even in this like joke comment. You know what I'm saying? He thinks they build weapons in the Pentagon. I don't even get that.
That's what they do there, dude. It's a factory.
Well,
It's a weapons factory.
show me a video of the plane going in. That's all I have to say about that.
There isn't one.
Curious. It's almost like it was inside job.
It wasn't a plane.
Dude, this is real. I remember, you know, truthers are out there, but being a 9/11 truther is a spectrum. You know, it can range all the way from like it happened as it was said to have happened, but you know, Bush knew it was coming, all the way to like, you know, they had bombs in the basements, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Remember one time being in Lake Tahoe with my family, and because we would say sometime with my uncle owns these like cabins there or something, these like old cabins from the 50s. There's like 3 little ones in a row.
Oh no, one's not enough for him, huh?
Well, they're very small.
I'll have 3.
They're really tiny.
Mm.
They're like not a shack, but they're small.
Mm.
Anyway, point is, and then like my dad got all mad because like 9/11 came up and it was tense because my dad's like an anti-conspiracy type guy for sure. My dad's a party liner type guy.
Right.
And my aunt-in-law, she was like, look, it was a missile.
It was a Holocaust.
No, look, she was like, the theory she was defending was that like it was a missile with like fake wings on it, or like hologram wings or something.
That's cool.
Like
That's
she,
I've never heard before.
I know, that's when
the
I hadn't
plane
heard that
itself.
the plane
was just a
was a
big
missile.
missile?
It was just a huge missile.
It's just one of the biggest missile we've ever made.
It's just an insanely huge, just explosive device, a weapon that was launched from somewhere, presumably.
Yeah.
And just full-on weapon into the building.
From United States.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about how many more holes are in it since I haven't thought about it since
Well,
then.
how'd all those guys climb aboard and take over the missile?
Where did the plane go? That's an interesting question because, like, we know that plane took off. So did they use the missile, but then they killed all those people?
They probably cut the wings off mid-flight. Threw the wings on a missile.
So what if they made it into a missile?
Mid-flight.
Like,
yeah.
what if the plane took off and they're like, sorry, folks, this actually isn't a plane at all. This is a missile. Then they threw them all off.
Here's something I'll say.
Then
They
a
kind
plane
of did
came
do
by.
that. In a certain way.
Yeah.
They
Wow,
kinda
yeah, I
did turn
guess
that
in a
plane
way
into
a guy
missile.
did say, look, this is a missile now.
It's different than what it used to be.
It used to be a plane that took you places.
And I'm taking you to your final destination tonight.
Yeah. You think he was funny with it?
Yeah, he did some jokes.
Do you think like he was like, just kidding? No, I'm dumb. I am gonna go in.
Look, guys, get your diet coke.
Get your diets in order. But you guys wish you'd stuck with that diet, huh?
Yeah, don't eat pork. Wow, 9/11 jokes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rich well for 2022 and us. I remember it. I'm allowed to.
Barely you did.
I was there.
You're like a child.
Yeah, I was a child, but they said I was the youngest one to go in and get people out.
You were like an indigo child because you remember everything about it.
Hmm.
You wrote like a.
What do you think an indigo child is?
It's like a smart kid that like writes poetry.
Yeah. No, that's an interesting take. Isn't it supposed to be like a sort of genius, like spiritual kid?
Yeah. Who has like he's like, oh, my past life I was like a firefighter.
Is that part of it that they have past lives?
I don't know.
I'd love to look at it. Indigo child. I haven't thought about that in a while. What did that say? Indigo children pucifier. What is that?
Pucifer.
Oh, it's a band.
Yeah, it's a band, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it right now. I think I found the single.
Let's see what Indigo Children by
It's
by
this Google Chrome
Pucifer
extension called
sounds like.
Speechify, and it
Man,
Let's guess.
I'd like to live in this.
What do you think the genre
So
is?
let's say you have to read.
I think it's a
incredibly
dubstep.
Long email from your boss
Pucifer?
that you have to finish.
No.
before
Oh,
the
you know
meeting starts
Pucifer?
in
Fuck
10
you,
minutes.
dude.
That's hilarious.
V is for vagina.
You know this band?
Fuck yeah, dude. It's like
It has 40,000 views. You know who this band is?
it's like alien cannibals or whatever. Alien apocalypse.
Are you seeing it? It's like a hot,
A busty alien lady.
but no, I think those
Or
are
she's a
devil horns. It's
Baphomet
it's like a busty cartoon Baphomet with a
You know, she's also like a pilot of an airplane.
Yeah.
That's really
wow. That's
some
kind of a
Glyph walking
synchronistic
shit. Yeah.
Dude, we're kind of glyph walking right now. Should we explain what like a glyph walk is? Wow, this is really scary. Indigo children. This is awesome. This is something to sing while you're like doing some work in the backyard.
Pucifer. Yeah, and like 3 a.m. you have this in the AirPods. You're digging a 6 foot hole.
This is like something to listen to while you're burying your victim.
That's what I said.
No.
I said you're building a 6 foot hole.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Cool.
man, we're synced up, dude.
Well, I turned it up a little too loud, so I didn't hear about the 6 volt. But it's like parallel thought,
Man,
or like sequential thought. Like you said it,
Yeah.
and then I also said it because I kind of subconsciously heard you. Why is she a pilot? That's interesting. Wait, what were we talking about like 1 second ago?
no idea. Indigo children.
Let's reset. Reset on that.
Oh
No, there was something. There was something I was gonna say. Indigo children try not to cry.
Can
I
you
just want,
can
like,
you do
a-
an impression of a
How are there no normal videos?
Can you
of
do an
Indigo
impression of a German guy saying "stare into my eyes"?
Sure. Stare into my eyes. Stare into my eyes, please. Jack, could you please stare into my eyes while I talk to you? I
Stare
want to
into
talk
my
to you.
ass.
Stare into my eyes.
Stare into my ass.
Jack, if you want to communicate with me, you need to stare into my eyes. Please. Please, man.
Can you do a Warner?
Oh.
Can you do Warner?
Werner.
Talking about Pucifer or whatever.
Pucifier was a revolutionary band. V for Vagina.
I remember when V4 Vagina came out.
Not many know that when V for Vagina came out, it was the source of much sectarian violence in Syria. This is sort of
there.
like
Right.
it's like a Werner Adam Curtis crossover. Surprised
that's
that
cool.
that would be a cool team up.
Yeah.
Like
You-
kind of like kind of I just like the idea of a dynamic duo that's like finally the two like weird European white guy documentarians team up.
What's the name of that fucking song from? It's like Z Scrubba or something.
Yeah, I fully don't know. I don't know what that is.
Trippy Z Scrubba Dub Dub.
Speaking of trippy, makes me think of a certain other musician.
Trippy Tran?
We could put Trippy Tran on blast, honestly.
Fuck yeah. You guys should check out Trippy Tran.
Wait, we're not even going to find out what Z Scrubba is?
We can hit it.
Oh, it's like a little 9-year-old boy?
No, it's Trippy Z. Z Scrubba, I was thinking of.
Put a rag in the bank. Water cold for the drink. Commas in.
Ooh.
Dude, can I show you a rapper real quick that I actually want your opinion on? Actually, I decided I don't want to do that.
Okay. Cool.
Scuba Z.
Yes, dude.
This is a separate thing.
Well,
with-
this is so you can do your Adam
Hey,
Curtis.
I'm Matt from Pila, and I want to introduce you to my.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about trying to do it. But it turned out that there wasn't anything progressive about it at all.
It was actually conservative.
Over the past 100 years, I think I can get into this. Over the past 100 years, they had been breeding English sheepdogs for royals. But it turned out, I think I have like the phraseology down. He always does that. He always does a little turn where he's like,
It always turned
But it
out
turned
not as
out-
progressive as you thought it was.
no, like, well, yeah, that. But I meant like the thing where he always goes like, something's down. He's like, what he found out, is it wasn't like that at all. It was actually
this.
Meanwhile,
Mao Zedong was going all crazy style in the house.
Meanwhile-
it was raining outside.
Assad was wearing heavy Koss headphones, listening to ELO. You know that, right, dude? He loves ELO.
Assad?
I think that's from a Adam Curtis documentary. I think I remember that fact.
I don't remember that.
But it turned out. Why does this have no sound?
Nice and cool at 19.1 degrees.
Gun
Celsius.
Jesus. He's a meme, this guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's very probably the most popular gun tuber. I
Wow.
would say.
That probably takes a lot. Are you gonna drink that?
At some point in my life, I probably will.
Well, you just have two other beverages. I was thinking maybe you could spare it. I don't know.
Fine.
Are you sure?
Am I sure? What a fucking bullshit question to ask me after you. That's so fucked up, dude. You're like, well, you could spare it, I feel like. And can I have it? Then I say yes. You break me down. Are you sure?
Well, do you want me to have it?
Here's what I'll say. I don't think that I would describe how I feel as wanting you to have it. I'll accept you asking for it,
Fucking pedant.
and now you're insulting me
You're a
after I
pedant.
allow you to have it. God, what a bunch of bullshit. Trippy Tran is this guy that we met, or Jack
You didn't meet him.
met on a background gig, doing background acting.
Yeah, I do. That's like that was my main source of income until I was on the COVID team, and
really moved
now
up.
I'm
Same amount of money, I think they pay hourly.
yeah, they do.
But anyway, when you do background, honestly, one of the benefits of doing background acting is you meet like psychos.
Yeah,
You meet like
They're the
really
most unhinged
interesting.
fucking
You meet
people in the
some of
world.
the most unhinged folks walking the earth. And well, I don't know. You talk about the experience of meeting Trippy Tran. I kind of don't remember the process.
Oh, it
of,
was
like,
cool. He
the
wanted
actual
me to be
meetup.
in one of his movies, and so then I looked him up. I think we were on SWAT together. We're on the show SWAT
Mhm.
together.
Sounds like a good show.
It was either that or NCIS Los Angeles, one with LL Cool J.
Just some nice propaganda type.
Yeah, like some
TikTok's open on my phone.
Jesus, just kind of keep it primed. So
No,
it
I,
gets
honestly,
sucked in.
I don't really want it to be there.
You do.
No.
I was gonna say though that like the COVID team and background, the only difference is like people hate you less when you're a background, but it's not true. Like people hate you your guts in both positions because like on the COVID team, you're going around
There's
telling
hate
people to
going
put
all
your
around.
mask on, and they fucking hate you. It's like a bunch of worker guys and like the unions, and then. Jeez, Brandon just has dry hands, and
Yeah, I have this thing where like my hands get so dry that I just start materializing cuts. So like my hand is bleeding right now. Nothing happened to them. It's just so dry that just deep wounds. Anyway, so
you're cracked out.
You're cracked. It hurts badly. Open. I gotta put some lotion on it, but I'm bad at that. But you met him.
Anyway, I met him. He makes all these films. He fully funds all his own films and stuff. And
you can't secure funding for some reason for these films.
Well, he's an artist.
He also has a music career though.
Yeah,
and
he raps.
Legitimately, I do love the name of his stage name, which is
Art, a Reasonable Truth.
Art, a Reasonable Truth. So it's an acronym followed by the thing that it stands for.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, this looks like his sketch. Let's check this out. This is from Trippy Tran Films. Wreckfest.
It's a movie.
So I've got my essay written, and
was it not like a sketch?
So now I'm going to show you.
Who works on an essay for a week?
Okay, wow, I feel really bad for you,
dude. Night before.
I feel bad for you. What you're supposed to do is not think about it until the day before it's due. Stay up until 3 a.m. writing it, and then just keep doing that every week until you succumb to alcoholism. To deal with the stress. That's how you're supposed to do that. College.
Your sentence may be.
Yeah, imagine doing it for a week and then also hopping on Grammarly at the end and being like,
let me polish this up a bit.
Just let me listen to that computer. Oh yeah, I want the computer to tell me how it's supposed to sound.
Story. How's life been treating you over the past 5 years? What have the girls been up to?
Well, we just got an interview at this stupid company called Global United.
God, this shit is crazy.
It's awesome. Honestly, he's
an outsider.
He's a mean genius.
It's outsider.
Can we play his song?
Not like anyone could forget who you are.
Yeah, I just
this
like
is gonna
they
be
did
lost
it
on the viewers.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
listeners.
Yeah,
Joe.
Jake. Joe's not gonna get it. Well, Joe can see it though, because he's on the page.
Sam doesn't even listen to the ones he's not in. I found out.
Weak. I mean, I don't know. I probably would do that too.
Yeah. I don't think he listens to any of them.
This is this is one of our favorite.
He doesn't like to do that.
Songs of Art of a Reasonable Truth. It's called Centerpiece. Well, I want to look at the lyrics. So this is Centerpiece by Art a Reasonable Truth. Honestly, we could end on this if you wanted to.
Sounds great.
All right, peace out, tubers.
Bye, guys.
Waiting for my friends for the ride. I know I'm gonna take inside. Sitting on the fence, but you gotta take the chance, cause you know that it's time to shine. And I'm going on. Moving through the people by. I know it's my time.
Moving through the people by. I know it's my time.
Yeah, it's mixed really poorly, so it's hard to hear the words. That's why I want to see this lyrics, because I'm legitimately curious.
We're centered in this crest, our hearts
in our chest.
Now you're the centerpiece.
The other thing I really like about this song, listeners, is that like he clearly hired like Fiverr musicians, so he's bad at music. Then he hires this like professional vocalist, so whenever they say centerpiece in the chorus, there's just this woman who chimes in who goes, "You're my little centerpiece." Like just way better than any other part of the song. It's disconcerting. It's awesome. Not disconcerting, but it doesn't gel. Here we go. Oh, I forgot about that part. My time to shine.
Little is the best. We're centered in this crest, our hearts beating in our chest. Look now, you're the centerpiece. Everybody get like me.
You don't get the word crest a lot in rhymes. So he's really taking some interesting vocabulary to the music.
I've never gone this far. I don't think.
Inspiration, motivation for the center of disease of positivity. Live the truth and be it. You can really see it. We stand tall for it all. Here's a smile for your jaw and sink.
Smile for your jaw. That's a cool line.
True, absolutely true.
It's my time
To shine.
centerpiece. Won't you stand up tall?
You want to show your shirt to the cam?
The best. We're centered in this crust, our hearts beating in our chest. And look now, you're the centerpiece. Say everybody get like me.